All right, so you're going to be part of an experiment for me, so fingers crossed this goes well. Okay, so let me just do this. Right, so I'm Alex Minney. I'm an Agile coach by day. And I'm super interested in how we convey information and share ideas. And I particularly like storytelling. So I thought, let's have a look out in the world there and see if there's different presentation styles that really help us in how we tell stories. So one thing we know is that people learn in different ways. So some people are visual, so they see a thing and they learn the thing. Some people are kind of auditory learners, they can just listen and they take it in. Some people can read tons of information or write it down, they take it in. And some people can be kinesthetic, so this is kind of like athletes where they have kind of muscle memory and it's all about the body position. But we're going to focus on the visual. So I'm going to give you a simple lift, a lightweight lift presentation style, which you can use for onboarding people, creative activities with teams to get them knowing each other, those kind of situations, for a show and tell, for example, because who is ever ready for the show and tell? But we want something quick to put together, right? We don't want to spend too much time doing it. Enter Pecha Kucha. Pecha Kucha is Japanese for chit-chat or chatter. It was invented as a style in 2003 by a couple of architects who were really bored with general presentation styles and wanted something more design-led, more image-orientated, and something much more engaging in terms of storytelling. So what they did was create a format that said, you're going to tell your story in 20 slides, and each slide will be on the screen for 20 seconds. So the benefit of this is not only does it move the narrative along, but it also time boxes your content, right? So you've got 20 seconds per slide. So how does it work? No clicker. So we're going to kiss. We're going to keep it simple, stupid, right? So this is a lightning talk type format. So you're going to just pick something small, a story that you can tell from start to end in a relatively small amount of time. What could these be? An introduction to Cynefin, for example. Introduce the Scrum framework, for example. This could be a way to do it. So we've all got post-it notes everywhere in our offices. So let's start with an outline. 20 post-it notes, write a word on each post-it note that could represent part of your story, or even quicker, because you can present within an hour of coming up with an idea. Get 20 slides, do the same thing, put a word on each, and then start looking for images that relate to the words you put on those slides. Now, with your images, you want something vibrant, something colourful, something engaging, something that draws you in. This is a great format for telling a happy story or a sad story. Remember, you're visually appealing to people. You're appealing to those visual learners. So pick something like my Norwegian fjord that's going to draw people in as you go. Now, one thing you want to be really careful of is it's not all about the show, it's also about the tell. So remember I said it's about storytelling. When you chuck a GIF into your slides, the focus is pulled. You've lost me a little bit as a storyteller because you're watching my cat have his head scratched at the moment. So it actually damages your flow a little bit. So if you're going to use this as a technique, think really carefully before you put something in. So let's just say we've got our draft version, it's ready to go. Remember I said 20 seconds per slide? So you want to practice this. It's going to tell you how much you can say per slide. So it's about 1 to 2 points. And I practice in front of the mirror because I have a problem with a tight jaw when I present. So I want to see how I come across to people. So you've got to practice and practice and practice. Know your timing, know your content. Now, you may want to include a start slide or a finish slide, a hi, thanks to you type thing. You might want to include it in your count. You don't have to. But there are Pecha Kucha events that happen all across the world, which you could join, and they might stipulate, hey, yep, have a start slide, don't have a start slide. It's up to you. This could be a Pecha Kucha event. So 3 million people use this. Events happen pan-globally. Each event could have between 50 and 5,000 attendees because they hold them remotely. But pop onto pechakucha.com, get some inspiration and see what these folks are doing. It's actually really, really inspirational when you go there. Now, because I'm a sneaky Agile coach, I like a little bit of autological or homological thinking. So what that means is we're learning the thing by doing the thing. So this is a Pecha Kucha. So my slides are moving along at 20-second intervals, so you get a feeling for the amount of content you can convey and the rate at which we move. Mathematicians in the room will have worked out, however, 20 seconds, 20 slides, it's 400 seconds. This lightning talk is 5 minutes, which is 300 seconds. So do not do a Pecha Kucha for a 5-minute lightning talk. Do it for something longer, right? Or this teaches you how to become brief in your explanations. It's really good practice. So that's it. Pecha Kucha in a nutshell. 20 images, 20 seconds per slide. Pick your topic and keep it simple. Outline your story and then explore some really interesting, exciting images and practice like crazy to get your timing. Then as a speaker, emote like crazy. You're a storyteller, right? Enrich these images. Have fun. Et voilà.